Missing files, explosive allegations, and one name at the center of it all, Trump. What the Justice Department isn't showing the public could shock the nation. A review by the New York Times has found that key FBI materials tied to a woman who accused President Trump of sexual assault are missing from the Justice Department's release of documents connected to the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. The missing files include 3 of 4 FBI memos summarizing interviews with the woman, who alleged she was assaulted by both Trump and Epstein decades earlier as a minor. Only the memo describing her claims against Epstein was released. Public files also omit the underlying interview notes, which appear in other investigative records. The Justice Department says the withheld materials were either privileged or duplicates and may relate to an ongoing federal investigation, but it has not explained the missing memos. Her allegations are part of broader uncorroborated claims against high-profile men in the released documents. Questions over transparency are mounting in Washington. Democratic Congressman Robert Garcia of California said on February 24th that he reviewed unredacted Epstein-related files made available to members of Congress. According to Garcia, certain entries listed in official evidence logs do not appear in the documents published online by the Justice Department.
Oversight Dems have access to a list of documents, including interviews detailing serious allegations against President Trump that are missing from the DOJ's so-called unredacted files. Where are the missing files? What do they say? This all points to yet another cover-up.
Among the files he claims are absent are FBI interview records connected to a woman who alleged in 2019 that Donald Trump forced her to perform oral sex and struck her after being introduced to him by Jeffrey Epstein. Trump has consistently denied wrongdoing, and the White House has described the allegations as false and sensationalist. The Justice Department released more than 3 million pages under the Epstein Files Transparency Act on January 30th, following widespread demands for disclosure. Officials said documents not tied to ongoing investigations would be made available to Congress in unredacted form. In a video posted on X, Garcia alleged the Justice Department had illegally withheld certain FBI interviews and called for those records to be shared immediately with Congress and the public. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, he added, will launch a parallel investigation. The Justice Department has rejected claims that documents were removed. In a post from its official rapid response account, it said, "Nothing has been deleted. Files may be temporarily withdrawn for victim redactions or to remove personally identifiable information, but are subsequently restored online." Officials added that documents not included in the release were duplicates, privileged material, or part of an ongoing federal investigation. A spokesperson told CNN that all responsive documents had been produced in accordance with the law. The White House said President Trump had been totally exonerated on anything relating to Epstein. Spokeswoman Abigail Jackson told NPR that by signing the Transparency Act and cooperating with congressional subpoenas, the president had done more than anyone to support Epstein's victims. Further scrutiny comes from a CNN review, which found that dozens of FBI interviews referenced in evidence logs provided to attorneys for Ghislaine Maxwell do not appear on the Justice Department's website. Of roughly 325 serial-numbered interviews, more than 90 were reportedly missing from the public release, though some may exist elsewhere in the files under different or redacted serial numbers. Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender, died in a New York jail in 2019 while awaiting further charges. His associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was later convicted on related counts.